Good morning, Susie Cobden. There's an infinite field all around us. Science calls it zero-point field. I just like to think of it as source, as the unified field, as me. It's my energy. And beyond my body, it's still my energy. You know, we are connected with every part of it. Everything. Even if it looks solid, it's just energy and it's part of us. And it's the way we observe it, the way we expect it to be, that makes it what it is. Now, it's truly infinite possibility. That energy around us is waves waiting to become particles of something. And it's our intention and our observation of it that makes it become something. You know, I don't know whether you've heard of an experiment that Max Planck did quite a long time ago. I think it was in the 1800s, in regards to particles and waves. And he propelled a particle through a hole at a wall, and the wall recorded where it landed and how it landed. And while he was observing it, that particle landed, or the atom, sorry, it was a nucleus, I think, or something he sent out. It was an atom. And when it landed as a particle, as a solid matter. And, you know, this was happening all the time and being recorded all the time by a machine. And he also noticed that when he wasn't watching it, that same atom, that same particle that was being sent out was actually landing as a wave. Now, science has also done experiments, you know, with atoms and the nucleus. You know, now the nucleus is less than 1% of an atom. The rest of it, they know, is just energy. And when they're observing the atom, the nucleus is a particle. It's solid matter. But again, through being able to observe them without human observation, they know that that particle, that nucleus, is sometimes invisible. And they used to wonder, where did that nucleus go? It was actually the nucleus was turning back into a wave when it wasn't being observed. So, you know, our atoms are all just waves of energy. And the infinite potential, the energy around us, is the same. It's an energy that's been made available to every one of us. And it's through us observing it and using our intention that it becomes. Now, how do we observe something we can't see? Feel it. That's what we've got feeling for. And how do we know when we're feeling what we're wanting? We'll have the feelings or the emotions of what it'll be like when we've got it. So that's why it's important to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, as Neville Goddard said. You know, we have to feel in the unified field for the feelings that we will have once we receive what it is we're after. Because it's the feeling that is the observation of the energy. You know, we haven't got the physical apparatus to see it or to touch it or to smell it necessarily. Sometimes we can smell things we can't put our finger on yet, but, you know, it's really important to use that sense of feel and to find those frequencies. Now, you know, it might sound a bit funny feeling those frequencies, but it's the feeling of something that's the measurement of it. You know, if I want to travel, if I want to have a certain object, why would I want that object? And how will it make me feel when I've got it? You know, it might be money. If you had a lot of money now, what would that mean to you? No doubt it'd be freedom. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Freedom to do what we want to do when we want to do it. So freedom is the signature energy to you of that thing that you desire. So if you can assume the feeling of freedom, then you're allowing freedom to come in all forms as represented by you. And one of those forms might be money. So it's really important to assume the feelings of what you want, to live them as often as you can, to remember them when you're sitting having a cup of tea or just having a space in your work day. Just remember, oh yeah, I want freedom. Let's feel for freedom. Imagine what it'll be like. Feel for it. Bring it into the physical. The more we can be those frequencies of freedom, the sooner it's going to manifest for us. And it applies to all things. You know, it applies to relationships, to finding the love of your life, to creating the right atmosphere for a baby to arrive. It's about, you know, getting physical objects, money or nice shoes, jewelry, whatever might be on the top of your list. But it's also, you know, it will bring all the emotions that you want. By assuming them and owning them now, you're opening the door to allow them in. And as I said in a previous video, we're not bound by the laws or the beliefs that we've been told in our upbringing unless we still believe them. So it's important to allow yourself to be open-minded when it comes to beliefs. You know, I've got things that I intend to do that are outside the laws of gravity, that are outside, you know, many of the things I've been told that I can't do, that society believes can't be done. Many of the things that governments, that local laws, that the police, that your parents say can't be done. They're all possible as long as you believe that they're possible. So feel for that love, that energy in your heart. Let go of all thought. Feel for the energy around you. Be in the space, in that infinite possibility. And then feel how you want to feel. Because that's where your power comes from. But you've got to get there into alignment before you can be effective. So that means letting go of thought in the now. You can't keep thinking and acting from your small human self and be creative. You've got to, or deliberately manifest. You need to get into your powerful beingness to let that happen. So get out of your thought and let the magic of life happen. My love to you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.